Good afternoon. Today is 17th of August 2024. If I look back on the same date, 17th August 1991, Malawi Democratic Party was formed in South Africa with an objective of reintroducing multi-party democracy in Malawi. We formed this grouping a political party with the help of so many Malawians that were in exile. We traveled extensively to places all over Africa, Europe, and America in search of partnership and also to sensitize Malawians living in exile about our aims and objectives. Reintroduction of multi-party democracy in the country. So you can see I am from that generation that many Malawians never thought it would happen, and it happened. Many Malawians were taken by surprise to see a group of young politicians, very young, are calling for multi-party democracy, calling for a referendum, calling for the introduction of multi-party democracy in the country. We went on to pressurize the governments in the West and calling for financial sanctions against Malawi, because Malawi was a one-party system of governance. And being a one-party system of governance or one-party state, we wanted the people to understand and listen to the voice of the reasons, to the voice of the moderate, to the alternative voice. And hence today we are in a multi-party democracy. Moving on, I am now very surprised indeed that the owner of VN and my comrade, Hon Kalindo, all their charges, the case, what they went through has been dropped by the state. And with me, they're still keeping me in the dark, still keeping my phone as today, as I am voicing out this. May I first of all thank Reverend Chimbilima Gondwe, congratulate him, sort with Boni Kalindo, for winning or for having government to drop whatever charges that they leveled against these people. I am in the dark. The Inspector General of Police now is a different issue. It is now personal to me. It is now political vindication. It is a political or threats as she is in a position to kill me. I never committed any crime. I did not do anything that was against government. I was taken from Blantyre to Lilongwe. Blantyre, as they were moving me in different places, police stations, up to Namitete there, Lumbazi in Lilongwe, area 18, and thereafter area 30. milandu yawo akhululukira lero. The state has dropped all charges against these two, but the state is still harboring that political vendetta against me. A person that never committed any crime, a person that they suspected that that VN could be his when it was not his. Today, I am the saddest Malawian. Maybe if they were threatened by Livingstonia Synod and by the threats of Boni Kalindo to say achepa kwambiri kwa iyeyo. May I thank Boni Kalindo for being bored. May I also thank Reverend Chibirima Gondwe for giving himself up to say that was not Mr. Kaluwa's voice, that was my voice, meaning him, his voice. Congratulations once again. But tell the police, what crime did I commit? Ask the police, what crime did I commit? Reason with the police, what crime did I commit? For them to still keep my phone, for them to still keep me in the dark, because they've not dropped my case. If they dropped my case, they were going to say it. So if I did have a case, then why are they still torturing me? Why the torture? Why am I going through this torture? Today, the 17th of August, the year 2024. At this time, which is 18 minutes past 3 in the afternoon, going to the evening, Inspector General Police, nakulakulani chani ineyo anthu akumchinji, nakuvoterani parliament. Do I have to beg my freedom? I don't think so. Do I have to ask you for my freedom of worship, expression, conscience, speech, association? Do I have to ask a permission from you? Or to your president? The person you call your president, do I have to ask a permission from him? I remember in 1999, he and the Apostle Madalisombewe were asked by the state to conduct a presidential breakfast. And I was one of the presidential candidates in 1999. So they conducted presidential breakfast at State House in Ililongwe, where he was a reverend, trying to jointly prepare that breakfast and prayers for the presidential candidates of that particular time. And I happened to be one of the presidential candidates in 1999. And today, he wants me to be begging from him. Chakwera, should I be begging from you for my freedom? No, mkundu wanjeza kwambiri. Chakwera, you are going far. I didn't want to be rude to you. I didn't want to be sarcastic to you. But mkundu wanjeza Chakwera. I'm not going to say much because the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Threats, it's not it's not in my blood. But mukuyamba nkhondo yachabe kwambira Chakwera, your family, which I don't think that we have to degenerate ourselves into that. No. You are the president of a country. As I've said many times, why are you so petty? Why are you so petty? Am I threatened? Is my president threatening your presidency? You have recruited so many people in parliament, members of parliament, to be against me in parliament, to be monitoring me in parliament. The question is why? You have spoken to or talked to the leader of government in parliament to be rude to me, to be monitoring me, to be sending some members of parliament to be shouting at me, to be monitoring me. Why? Why? Was it wrong for me to bring in multi-party democracy in the 90s? Was it wrong? If I did not bring that democracy, if MCP had continued, where would Malawi today be? Where would Malawi be today? Where? Would you be a president of MCP today? I don't think so. Would your leader of government in parliament be a leader of government or a leader of parliament today? Would your speaker be a speaker of National Assembly today if my party was not brought in this country? My sweat, my blood cannot go in vain. And it will never go in vain. Because I cry to God, unless God is your uncle, then God will not do anything. But if God is not your uncle, I cry to God. I ask God, what wrong did I do? Was bringing in multi-party democracy a sin? Was it a sin for me to say Malawi should go back to multi-party democracy as it were in the years of 1960, 1961, 62, 63, and 1964? Was that a sin? I sweated for it. My family went through hell. They went through hell. My wife was detained at the airport when she came back from South Africa. My children were scattered. And your children were in peace. And this so-called leader, or your leader of government in the house, was a child, a very small child. And he never knew that there's even a party in Malawi, or there's multi-party democracy in Malawi. A child, very young child. And today you're hiding behind that one to be torturing me just because I brought in multi-party democracy, which you are enjoying and your family today. And telling this so-called Inspector General Police, whose term has expired. She is there because you want her to be there for next year's elections. Otherwise, retirement age, she has passed retirement age. And today, you are using this Inspector General Police, Mr. President, to be torturing me mentally, to be torturing me here, still keeping my phone, and yet you have dropped the charges of those people that you suspected that they annoyed you, they committed a crime, and even the owner of a voicemail, that VN, you have dropped the charges. You have instructed, just because you want the vote of Livingstonia Synod. Should the Inner Livingstonia Synod get that forgiveness just because you want to do it on my expense, on my blood? Ndemuti mukupemphera mulungu ku Livingstonia Synod iko ndikukulilirani mulungu ngati mulungu ndi mulungu ndi chiuta uyu mukumpemphera chiuta. Don't listen to their prayers because I'm an innocent. Don't listen to the prayers of Livingstonia Synod because I'm innocent. The president is afraid of Livingstonia Synod, but not God. God. They've taken Livingstonia Synod as an institution of heaven, as an institution that is above you, God. Because they are afraid that next year they might not have elections, they might not have votes from the north. But by ill-treating me, by killing me, the north will be celebrating, Livingstonia Synod will be celebrating that indeed I deserve it just because I was one of the people that brought in multi-party democracy in this country. Ndakulakwira nchani mulungu wanga kuti apresident amene mkuti inuyo munachita ngati areverend ndakazawo could go so low, killing me, getting a telephone that I bought with my personal money. I wish if I had known that that telephone was not parliament money. That telephone was my money, using a business that I cannot disclose. And no Sauk, I bought that telephone more Sauk. I know he married in the north, but those people that have married in the north, they hate northerners. So Livingstonia msamadie bwino chifukwa chakuti ine ndikuzuzidwa ayi. My grandfather, my grandmother was a member of Livingstonia Synod. Mizimu yao kumene iliko. Did you join the right church? The church that is celebrating on my sufferings? Just because people are afraid kuzuzura at Livingstonia Synod, they are rejoicing today on my expenses. Why is Chakwera using Livingstonia Synod to get at me? The owner of the VN is forgiven the case, and Ineo, they are not forgiving me the case, whom they just suspected, and I was not the owner of that voice. Where is justice in Malawi? In a judicial, a chief justice, the Gurulani no supportan, hila reportan. Huh? Hila reportan. You were my dis. I know your father. I know your mother. I know you. Munapeleka boma ilikuwa Chakwera kuti azavutisa ineyo just because I brought in multi-party democracy. Huh? Achita drop milandu ya ena, the owner of the VN, koma ineya kuti they suspected they have not dropped that case. They are still keeping my phone. And then Madise should be celebrating wherever your father is buried and your mother. Could you did give government kwa Chakwera just because you wanted Chakwera to be getting at me? What crime did I commit against you, Madise? What crime did I do against you, Hillary Potan? What crime did I do as Chief Justice? And Kapanda, that lady, and that lady say, our lady, and whatever. Did I commit any crime for you to warrant that this Chakwera government should be at me when I did not commit any crime? Was it a sin to bring in multi-party democracy in this country? I don't want to say much. I'm just appealing to you. Did you, Madise, give this government and Hillary Potan and Chief Justice Ndi Andrew Nyirenda? Iwe Tweya? Did you give this government to them to be against me just because I was one of the people that brought in multi-party democracy? What crime did I commit on that VN when it was not my VN? Government has today withdrawn, dropped all charges against the owner, the one that had that voicemail. And with me, they're still torturing me, mentally torturing me. I'm still under the police bail when I am innocent. They are refusing to take me to court because of charges they best know, or they know themselves. So inuyo ndamene munapeleka boma mnati tipangeso zisankho ndi mapasa awawa kuti ineyo chifukwa chakuti Chilima omwalira mnapereka kuti Chilima mwalire, mapereka kuti ine ndivutike. Chilima did not commit any sin. I did not commit any sin. Koma we are the victims. I did not take any case against anybody to court. I have never done that since I came back from exile. Potani, Madise, Kimazikimandi. Ndizoona kuti I should be suffering in my country the owners of a crime are free. Ineyo amene sina lakwe, I am still under the police custody. They are still keeping my properties. Parizambiri, my furniture is destroyed. My bed is destroyed. My house is broken into. They came with that police, that mentality of a police force when it's a police service. Due to that judgment of High Court sitting in as a constitutional court, was it aimed at me? What crime did I do? Did I compete as a presidential candidate? Was I one of the presidential candidates? Was it wrong for me to be a cabinet minister in a DPP government? Was it wrong? Am I today being punished just because I was a cabinet minister in a DPP government? But what about those who were cabinet ministers in a DPP government that are working together with the government today? Coming together, planning evil things together, when I did not plan any evil thing. Did I commit any treason by keeping quiet? By refraining from committing any political comment? Is it a crime? Is it treason? Is it treasonable? If you keep it quiet, you don't commit anything. Is it treason? Is that a crime against the president? If you keep quiet, you don't say anything? Is innocence a crime against the government? And today they're even planning of killing me and my son. Just because my son had that candle lighting project. Kumkumbukira president wake because he is a member of that UTM. No. I don't think if that constitutional court sitting, high court sitting as a constitutional court, that judgment was against it, was to give them a mandate to come and victimize me. Why am I saying this? Because I'm going to the root cause of Chakwera's leadership. Was it wrong for Chilima to work together with Chakwera? Because it is that origin of Chilima's death ndizimenende kuvutika. Kodi kufa kwa Chilima basi ndekuti ineso ndivutike kwambiri Chilima wafa ndi anthu azichita celebrate because they are celebrating today. They are celebrating because now I'm getting angry. I didn't want to comment much on this. Koda Malawi Narakwa inepo bwere samati party. Yes, Central Region will say Narakwa. But today you are enjoying with a president from your own district the wrong way. So Narakwa party. No, I need my phone. If that phone mwaikama ma chemicals, of which I know mwaikama ma chemicals, could mzabu erase later on to me, maponda mass. I'm not threatening, maponda mass. Because I know my telephone, how it looks like. I know my telephone, how it is inside. I know it. Koma apotani. Amadise, akapanda. Ndi mzimayi ujanali papaniro yani yuja. Nakula kura nishani. Judgment ija, it was your judgment. To a political party that you love so much. But why is it now, the same political party that you love so much, why is it against multi-party democracy? Why? Why is it against the values of a multi-party democracy? Democracy is about to agree, to disagree and agree in the process. Alternative views must be accommodated. Constructive views must be taken on board. Constructive criticism should be accepted because that's the way how to go in a multi-party democracy. Achakwera, nakulagurani chana Chakwera. Achakwera, Lazarus Chakwera. Mata Makathe, nakulagurani chana. What wrong did I do? Amaya Nyagondwe, nakulagurani chani. Kuti basi my phone. You have even built a class, a school at the state of the art in your constituency there, in Rompi there. Instead of me being thankful, and you have made sure that in my constituency don't want any cook. I'm a villain in parliament. I'm a villain in parliament. Just because I brought in multi-party democracy. All MCP MPs are against me. Just my presence in parliament, they don't like it. Committee meetings, they don't like it. Some of the stakeholders are even showing to me when they hear that there's Kamulepo Kaluwa, they feel threatened. Was it bad for me to bring in multi-party democracy? Why am I saying all this? This is because the owner of VN and my colleagues who were taken as criminals, their charges have been dropped by the state, instructions from the president. But with me, I'm still under them. I'm still under threat. I'm one of the few people that have listed to kill, together with the Pakiri Mlu's television and Kanga Sawana Comrade Mtanyiwa. These we are three now that are still to be killed, and my son is the fourth one. If I ask, what crime did we commit? I'm Sikamanji, in a Chief Justice. What crime did I commit? You are a Chief Justice of disorder. Are you a Chief Justice of disobeying the laws of Malawi, even the constitution of this country? I thought your job is to guide the judiciary in interpreting the law, the constitution, and bring in sanity to where it is not clear interpretation of the constitution, and bringing order, justice. Koma, you are leaving Chakwera to mess up things, messing my family, threatening me. Iwe usi. Can you talk to your boss kuti ndala kwechani? Usi, before he became a president, vice president, used to be with me. We used to talk to each other. Now that you are the president, maybe because you are from Mlanje, you know it better kuti kumlanje ko kamatani kaya. But talk to your leader. I need my phone back. I need justice. I'm still under the police bail. So I've not dropped my charges. I'm still under their monitoring project. It was carry. Masoka mutoleya kumbachomeni kumparani twin. Kulira kwa hii ni chutopulika. I may be nonsense, I may be nobody, but I was created by him. Badada okumulu kumaono. Na mwana winda shujika chomeni. Na mama. Sekurumosu kumulugona. Bagogwa nyawana. Ndunanga vichi inpa chacha pasi mkani baba ndimu. Kuti Chakwera mwana kukasiya uko onishuje inapa. Muntu otinamba nepu chanda inapa. Nina mtukepu cha chifua cha vichi. Mwana wanya gondwe uje nuko. Mwaka antuke ina nmange ina nanga parichi china nanga pina. I respect them. But why go? What crime have I committed? Chuta. Wampepo zinayo kumpoto chuta. Kumwera chuta kuvuma nda kuvuzambwe. Ndananga vichi ine. What crime did I commit? What have I committed? Was it wrong to bring in multi-party democracy? Was it wrong to bring freedom of worship in the country? Was it wrong to have freedom of association, speech, demonstrations, and the like, and create parties to belong and not to belong to political parties? Was it wrong? I rest my case. I rest my case. Chakwera explained to me. What crime? Madisa explained to me. Hilary Potan explained to me. Mzikamanji explained to me. Frank Kapanda explained to me. Those judges of the Supreme Court that were sitting at that particular time High Court sitting in as a constitutional court. Can you explain to me? Was that judgment aimed at me? Did you come up with that judgment against me, against my president, against my living? Because I was one of the people that brought in multi-party democracy in this country. These are the questions that I need answers. You were Inspector General Police. Nakulakwira chani. What crime did I commit against you? Because you sent your boys to come here, not in a peaceful manner, but to destroy my life, my things, my properties, my family. I rest my case. To God be the glory. To God be the glory.